it's important for me to represent and be unapologetically very outspoken about our culture, identity, and what we do through the product that we make. And I think the more I do, the more I push the boundary, I think it will create more opportunity for whether you're in beer industry or F&B in general. And I do appreciate everyone's doing it, and I want to be part of it, and I want to push it even further.
Welcome to the show. So very excited to have my friend Youngwon here. We are going to continue talking about Korea culture and all that. And Youngwon is going to share about how he does that with something that you might really like to drink, beer. You might be wondering, wait, how do you integrate beer and Korean culture?
I started by an accident. Somehow I got into a alcohol wine consulting job when I was 19. So that's how I got myself into it. And what started as a, hey, let me just work here until I go back to the States. Let me just stay one more semester. And obviously having very Christian and Korean parents, they're very against it. Hey, you work at the alcohol industry. And they didn't like the fact that I had to try to not go back to school, right? But I convinced them, hey, in Korea, you have to go to army for 2 years. I don't have to go. So let me just stay here for a little bit longer so I could at least make some money and get some industry or real job experience and go back to school. So when I was working in Korea, I was actually exporting a lot of international brands to the Asia Pacific market. And after a couple of years, we launched our own import and distributions company. And I just kind of realized at one point I had a pretty extensive alcohol industry background, happened to speak English, and started working in a craft beer industry in the States, but there was no Asian person in the whole field. So it just became really unique to an extent where just me standing at an event, people thought it was weird and strange for an Asian person to pour beer at a festival. What we are doing is Asian inspired craft beer. There is no such thing as Asian inspired craft beer. So any flavors that we develop had to be new and innovative and very adventurous. And I felt like that really resonated with the character or identity of Dokkaebier and being shapeshifter. You need to make decisions fast, try out. If you fail fast, and move on. And I wanted to do that with our product. So to be there and just spend so much time and resource, and especially as a startup, you can't really spend too much time and resource on developing a new product. So I wanted to make it as light as possible, easy as possible. I think really escalated Korean food to the non-Koreans and really bringing people. You don't like have barbecue by yourself. You always have a whole group of people and really
Yeah.
having kind of positive, good energy and exciting time together. So that's what I really love about it. We have to try harder and showcase. And there's Korean food is not only about bulgogi or kimchi. There's a lot more to it. So me being in F&B world, I need to do more to show there is a lot more than just those two food, right? So that's something that I would have to do. But I think that has to happen across all industry sectors or people or of Korean descent to see how we can actually showcase and represent better. Because this might be trend, but you just can't ride it with it. You have to really be, I think, consciously really work on it and guide through to make this not only a 1 year trend, but make it more lasting 10, 20, 30 years that we're actually building Korean history with this together.